Girls short story series. Enemies to lovers, chemistry magic in the melted world. Pornography featuring female genitalia as main characters. The reason the world turned upside down was ridiculously simple. One day, wild animals suddenly awakened to the magic of manipulating the elements in the air. The shift was overwhelming. Rifle rounds fired by soldiers bounced harmlessly off the hides of bears that coated their bodies in iron, Fe, to form steel skin. Anti-tank mines melted uselessly under the extreme heat unleashed by birds manipulating fire, F. Once animals acquired the affinity to absorb and repel these elemental properties in their own ways, the gunpowder and firearms humanity once boasted of became obsolete overnight. Dwarfed by giant beasts impervious to gunfire, humans plummeted to the very bottom of the food chain in an instant, and civilization crumbled. Humanity was left with only one choice to survive: to learn magic, the art of taming and compounding the elements in the air through pure elemental affinity, just as the beasts did. Damn it! Beneath a collapsed overpass, Saya spat a harsh curse, brushing off the dust clinging to her short, two-block hair. Standing before her was a massive asphalt wild boar, an evolved beast clad in the ruins of the highway, huffing aggressively. The creature was drawing in the surrounding dirt and stone, silicon elements, to form a natural suit of bulletproof armor. Dozens of glass vials hanging from Saya's belt clinked together, making a sharp, metallic sound. She quickly pulled out a red reagent and a blue powder. Phosphorus, P, and potassium nitrate, K and O3. I need more firepower to shatter that rocky hide. As Saya gripped the reagent vial tightly, her mind racing to calculate the optimal ratio for an explosive reaction, a voice chimed in. Saya Sr., fighting the hard way again, are we? A lazy, playful voice. It was Liesio, slipping out from behind her out of nowhere. Clad in a greasy mechanic's jumper over her messy wolf-cut hair, Liesio held a half-melted lollipop in one hand. Get back, Liesio. That bastard stone armor is too thick. I need to compound more. Why not just bind it with something sticky, so it can't move? Liesio popped the lollipop back into her mouth and crunched it. The moment the sweet syrup spread across her palate, the moisture of her saliva and the sugars of the candy fused intuitively with her magical energy, transforming into an entirely new substance. Liesio lightly snapped her fingers. Then, a massive, transparent jelly-like mass of sticky slime erupted beneath the boar's feet. It was a magical trap designed to absorb shock, no matter how fiercely the beast charged. The boar, roaring in its stone armor, thrashed inside the sticky sphere before quickly collapsing from exhaustion. Saya slowly lowered the vial she had been gripping so hard her knuckles bled. While she had to spend days researching just to manipulate a single explosive element, this brilliant lunatic had transformed a substance's properties in a single second just by eating a piece of cheap candy. Do you really have no respect for basic principles? You just live life too uptight, Senior. Liesio offered a breezy smile, stepping closer to flick the vial out of Saya's hand. Liesio's long, smooth, yet firm fingers brushed against Saya's rough palm, which was calloused from handling corrosive chemicals. Saya reflexively flinched, taking a step back. Inside their hideout, an armored personnel carrier abandoned long ago and refitted into a safe house. The heavy steel door slid shut, and multiple locks clicked securely into place. Saya cast off her heavy tactical vest, as if shedding a crushing weight. Clad only in a sports bra that flattened her chest, her angular shoulders and defined abs, sculpted by brutal survival training, lay bare. The array of small and large scars marking her skin bore silent testament to her fierce struggles with the elements. Sitting in a corner, Saya kneaded her aching shoulders. The backlash of overexerting her mana today had left her muscles as stiff as stone. Just then Liesio, who had shed her mechanic's jumper to reveal a black tank top, strolled over and sat down right behind Saya's back. Beneath the thin fabric, Liesio's lean, wiry arm muscles flexed subtly. Move. I'm not done compounding the explosives for tomorrow. Formulas, equations, principles. That's always your problem, Senior. Lee Seo's long fingers glided down Sea's sweat-slicked nape. It was the touch of a languid, persistent predator, worlds away from the casual demeanor she wore outside. Lee Seo, don't mess around. Elements are like that, you know. The more you force them into calculations, the more they resist. You just have to let them blend, guided by pure instinct. A faint warmth, fire, and a gentle moisture, water, rose from Lee Seo's fingertips. She channeled that soothing heat onto Sea's stiff shoulders and scarred skin. A perfectly controlled, yet utterly uncalculable harmony of energy seeped through Sea's bare flesh. MNH. It was far more than a massage. The mana, melting deep into her tight muscles, sent a jolt through her peripheral nerves, spreading a strange, intoxicating languor. Sea's rational defenses began to crumble helplessly. She frantically turned to push Lee Seo away, but Lee Seo instead pinned Sea's wrists, easily trapping her against the narrow steel wall of the vehicle. The effortless gaze of a natural genius locked onto Sea's trembling eyes. Even without all your headaches and efforts, the moment my hand touches you like this, the elements inside your body ache so desperately for mine. Lee Seo's gaze swept hungrily down to Sea's sharp collarbones and toned, scarred abdomen. Releasing Sea's wrists, her hands slowly traced their way up Sea's sweat-slicked waist. Every time that bold touch brushed her skin, sparks like a mild electric current flared, sending a shiver straight down Sea's spine. Forget the tedious magical formulas. Why don't we try fusing our bodies directly today? Lee Seo whispered, playfulness itself, her lips pressed close to Sea's ear. A hot, suppressed breath escaped Sea's lips, and Lee Seo seized the opening, capturing Sea's mouth in a deep, consuming kiss. Between their tangled tongues, a scorching, primal reaction exploded, one that no scientific formula could ever describe. The subsequent hot fusion reaction and detailed 19+ adult verified main text can be viewed on Postype through the link in the description.